We look into a mouse's den and see pups scurrying in chaos, victims of a disturbing cannibal free-for-all from their own mother. It's hard for humans to imagine, but after giving birth to litters ranging from as many as 5 to 15 babies at once, mother mice have to make a tragic tally of her entire brood's chances.
And then we'll reduce the brood down to what she feels she can actually maintain.
And always, deadly danger lurks. This cat discovers the mouse's den and comes back day after day looking forward to its next meal. This cat and mouse game is a constant source of stress, forcing the mama mouse to take desperate action. Infanticide. Rather than surrender herself and her babies to the cat, she consumes them herself. It's painful to view. But there's a method to her cannibal madness.
The mother has devoted resources into producing the offspring. She's eaten meat and prey in order to take in calories, produce eggs, breed, produce these offspring. If there's problems, then she's likely to eat the young in order to capture those calories back.
After this frantic act, the mother leaves behind her own litter's deadly remains. Now full of calories, she's ready to create another den, starting over, away from a killer cat and hopefully any more cannibal family planning. Coming up on Weird, True, and Freaky, the feasts get even more frightening. If they weren't eating each other, the rainforest floors would run amok with countless frogs. Zeroing in, these frogs will cram in so much food they'll literally rip the lining of their own stomachs. Casualties of raging cannibal cravings.
Frogs are not too discriminating on what they eat in terms of the size. If they can get it in their mouth and get it down, they'll do that.
Some even pay the highest price. Smaller frogs sometimes bite off more than they can chew. Unable to expand enough to engulf its catch, this frog's a victim of his own appetite.
They can eat so much food that they basically block their esophagus, which can then ultimately cause them to die through suffocation.
But in this frog-eat-frog world, becoming a cannibal means fast food, fast growth, controlled populations, and a chance to get big enough to avoid predators. A silver lining to a deadly taboo of cannibal genocide. Tanzania, Africa. The jungles of Mahale Forest are home to hundreds of chimpanzees. Sharing over 98% of human DNA, these chimps typically exhibit an amazing capacity for compassion, caring, and teamwork. But they also have a dark side, primate cannibalism. To the untrained eye, the everyday life of these chimps can look peaceful. They live in small pods ranging from a handful to a few dozen members. But like tight-knit street gangs, leadership and protection are brokered through an aggressive male hierarchy. Brutal threat displays establish dominance. And through it all, a driving need to feed, breed, and safeguard their troops' turf. Other neighboring chimp groups are a constant worry.
Male chimps in the troop typically are more active in moving through the territory in groups, bands of chimps, male chimps, and they are a lot more aggressive in defending the territory.
Male hunting posses head out together. These chimps have been on a search for bush pigs, but with nothing to show for it, the group gets increasingly frustrated. Here, on the border of his territory, a male hunter spots an unknown mother and infant, unprotected. Bloodlust kicks in and the carnage begins. A male threatens the mother and charges at full speed. The mother and infant try to escape, but other males join the attack, taunting, agitating, and grabbing. The chimp takes a bite to the skull, killing the infant instantly. He celebrates by sharing the grisly kill. It may seem like the ultimate act of cruelty, but like humans, chimpanzee motives are often complex. This vicious act may not be driven by bloodlust, but by protecting bloodlines. Triggered by the sight of an infant fathered by a male from a different tribe, they committed the ultimate cannibal act of murder, trying to keep their turf safe from rivals and other hunters.
Typically, they're going to attack and kill the young of a female who's not part of their troop. The males are basically trying to ensure paternity